All right, Asher, welcome to day 23 of the Average Joe podcast, making 30 podcasts in 30 days. So great to have you, brother.
Thank you, brother.
Welcome. So to give some background, Asher and I, we were suite mates at Carrick at the University of Tennessee in Knoxville.
Yeah.
Asher, I've known about his music since before we even met in person.
Yeah.
I don't know if, I think you knew Mikey before.
Yeah, and I knew, yeah, I did.
Or at least he knew
Yeah.
of you, because I remember we
Yeah.
went to spring break when I was a junior in high school. He was like, dude, you got to hear this song, More Colors, this boy Asher.
Yeah.
So good. But yeah, we haven't caught up in a while, so
No, it's been a minute.
I think we could start. How's life been since college?
Dude, life is good. I mean, I didn't finish college. I dropped out.
Didn't even know that.
You didn't know that?
No, what
I mean, COVID hit and they went all online and I was like, they were like, you're going to pay full tuition to be like half online. And I was like, I didn't even like the classes that much. And I was doing marketing and I was like, I don't really care to do this. So I just dropped out.
So you dropped out
I dropped
2020?
out 2020. Yeah, May of 2020.
Dude.
Yeah, I finished out the year online and then I was like, there's something better out there. So I just followed
So
that.
was there something better out there?
Yeah, and so I took a year off and I just worked a ton, saved up money, and then I ended up doing this like music program called Blackbird Academy in Nashville. Have you heard of that?
No, what's the story of that?
It's like a music engineering, audio engineering basically, at a studio. This place called Blackbird. That's like a famous studio.
It sounds familiar.
Yeah.
I can't tell if it's just like
You've totally heard of it.
would-
I mean, they have like everybody's recorded there.
like more country artist or
Country,
just
but
anybody?
like they had Post Malone recently do his whole album. Like,
Oh,
so like
I was there
Yeah.
at Broadway when he opened his
Yeah.
bar. That was insane.
that was insane.
Were you there?
I was not there.
Okay.
I just
You-
heard
you
about
didn't
it.
miss out
I mean,
too
it
much.
was
It
like
was a cluster.
so many people.
Yeah.
So Blackbird is like just known around the country as being a huge, big studio. And so they have this whole program. They have a live program for like live sound concerts and stuff. And they have like a studio program. So I just did the studio program and it's like a 6-month, like high intensive. You basically get like what
6
you would
months is
out
not
of
a long time.
It's not long at all. And you get what you would out of like a 4-year thing at Belmont or something.
What's the schedule like when you're doing
It was
the 6
like
months?
Monday through Friday, 8 to 5.
Oh,
10
so it's like
it's like
a
a
legit
it's like a job.
full-time job.
Yeah, it's like 35, 40 hours a week.
Because typical college, like we think a 4-year, you got 3 classes, some days spaced out. You're not in class.
Yeah, you
from 8
might
to
be
5.
doing class like 15 hours a week.
And you're doing it super specialized, like you're focused on
Yeah.
one thing.
So like really intensive. You're
That's
like
really cool.
hands-on. It was sick. I mean, you're using like $20,000 microphones and learning about all these cables and guitars and like,
it's wild how much that equipment can get to.
dude, it's crazy. All
I
like
mean,
the
you know
vintage
better than-
stuff from like the 80s is like the stuff that's still worth the most.
So I don't know if you know, but Anna Kate's dad, he's in the music industry and he's a lot of Christian music.
Yeah,
He's
I've heard that briefly.
he's produced stuff. He's super talented with instruments and he has a large background. He's done with a bunch of big names in Christian music.
Yeah.
But he gifted me, I think it was 2 Christmases ago, like a really old vinyl player. It's so cool. I'll have to
That's
show
dope.
you.
You got to
before
show
leave.
me.
It's and it sounds like, it looks like it's from like the 1940s, but it just
Yeah.
sounds so good.
Has like that like kind of warmth to
Yeah,
it.
and it's a cool the way the knobs and everything are. Like
No,
the
that's
vintage
dope.
feel.
I've gotten a little more into vinyl the last like couple years. I still don't even have a player. I mean, I'll get one at some point, but I kind of do want to get
You're
like a
just getting
nice one. But I've just been stacking a little bit of vinyl and I'm like, one day this will come in handy and it'll be dope.
I think that, to me, I mean, it does sound a little different, and the whole vibe of it is really cool having that.
Yeah.
But also, I feel like it's very rare to listen to an album from start to finish, and you may more because you're
Yeah.
interested in music. But
Yeah.
for like, I have Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon on vinyl.
Fire.
Dude, listening to that from start to finish, like I just appreciate every song
Yeah.
and the album in its entirety even more.
And that's a really good one to just throw on start
Oh,
to
yeah.
finish. Like you're not going to pull it up on Spotify and just play like one song from it. Like you got to run it through.
Yep.
Yeah. That's a perfect one.
Yeah, that's a hell of an album.
so good.
But
Yeah.
so you finished the studio program. What was your overall experience with that?
It was really good. So I mean, I've been producing like laptop beats for like a while. So like I knew a
I
lot
mean,
about
when
that.
did you start doing that?
I mean, I started when I was like 17.
Like, because if we go way back,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because I mean, that was 2020 when we got to know each other. And
Well,
I was
it
like
really 2019
2019.
was our freshman year.
So I was like a few years into it and like starting to get like kind of decent then.
I mean, I'd be like, ASHR, just make me a beat right now, and you
Yeah.
just cook something
Yeah, it
up. It
was
was
so
so
quick.
fun.
And I was in such like a flow state that year. Like I was
Oh,
just cooking.
that
Um,
was such a fun year
so
till
good.
COVID. But
But the background is like I mean, I grew up doing like GarageBand on like my dad's computer. So like I had that little bit of like what does it look like to like place
does your
beats
dad do
together.
music?
Yeah, he was in a band.
Okay, yeah,
So I
yeah,
grew
yeah.
up around all music and I would do GarageBand and then I just started getting like deep into it. And then when the thought of Blackbird came around, I was like, this would be cool because I have like all this, like they call it in the box knowledge, all in the computer, but I don't know like anything about like
Mm.
gear and mics and cables and
It,
recording, I guess.
I think of this sometimes, and you would appreciate it even more. Like when I go to a live show, I mean, the amount of chords and
It's
lights and like
insane.
how far they
Yeah,
must go and making sure they're all dialed, or let alone you have a whole band up there. Like even a
it's
DJ
crazy.
setup is
Yeah.
crazy enough.
And like some bands have like 15 people with
Hmm.
like 5 mics on each of their things and
And making sure all the audio's right. And wow,
so
yeah,
crazy. So I was saying they have a live program for like that exact type of thing.
gotcha.
And then the studio is like
More for
you
production.
picture like a classic music studio with like this big console with like 100 channels that are like all recording different lines. So it's totally like that kind of vibe.
Is
So
it
you're
cool
like,
being? I feel like being in that space, you just want to be creative.
oh, it's so cool.
Like,
Yeah, so we had like a really cool like classroom that was like a learning area where we each had like a big station with laptop and all this gear to use. But then we would like break out and go into the studios and get like the hands-on experience.
yeah, that's
So
awesome.
we're like they have these like 100 channel consoles in these like $1 million studios and they're like, "All right, today you're going to put this mic out on the floor and you're going to patch it through all this different gear and eventually bring it into Pro Tools on the computer." Like so much cool hands-on stuff.
Yeah, that's the best way to learn. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah, it was the best. So I didn't know anything about that. So I went into it just like with an open mind and I had a leg up on like the production side. A lot of my peers like didn't know much about production, but they were good at playing guitar, drums or whatever and
mm,
they were just getting into it. But I yeah, I had a leg up on the production and I
I mean, you
just
made it look so easy when we were in college.
yeah.
Like,
And it is and it is yeah, it can be easy to just craft a quick little beat on your computer. I mean, it took me a couple years to get there, but then I got kind of humbled like being thrown into this thing where you're actually having to like
there's a
place
lot going
chords
on.
in all these different places and like patch stuff and get your levels right and like and all while you're handling like a $20,000 microphone. So you're like, I gotta be like really careful to not just like
You're
shatter
like, are
this
there
thing
like
right
no
now.
drinks allowed in these
No
places?
drinks, no food. Like they
Yeah, it
were
makes
strict,
sense.
but they were also
God
like,
forbid you get a crumb in some,
dude,
expensive piece of equipment.
I mean, I was afraid like what would happen if we ruined one of those and the owner just lost his mind. Yeah.
I mean, wow.
Yeah.
If the microphone's $20,000, what's the cost of everything in the room?
Right. I think it's probably, yeah, I mean, if you want to go record there for like a day, it might even be like 10 grand or something.
Yeah.
It's something crazy. So it's like A-list celebs mostly working there. So like you're kind of in that environment all the time and we're there 40 hours a week. So it was just cool to be in that
It really is
kind
a
of setting.
full-time job.
Yeah. 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 So I couldn't work. So my parents were like, you should do this program and we'll support you like however
Mhm.
we can for like the 6 months that you're there. And
Yeah, I
so
guess
that was
that's
cool.
the bright side is it is 6 months.
It was quick, really quick. It was like September
And the
to
original
March or something.
plan path you were on, you wouldn't have been working for another 3 years,
Exactly.
or I
Yeah.
guess 2 at that point
Yeah.
if you took a gap. So what do you get at the end? You get a certification
Yeah, you get like a
saying,
certification. It's kind of like a trade school.
and I'm sure obviously places that care about music and know about it, that carries a lot of
Exactly.
weight.
Yeah, the name Blackbird is like big and not that you really even need like a certificate or a degree to do music these days, but it's cool to have. Yeah. I
That's
actually
really
haven't
cool.
really used it, like, because I haven't suck out like a studio job, I guess, like
Mm.
something big like that.
Is that still on your mind a bit?
Kinda. But I just love, like, I still come back to just like the computer music, like the beat making. Like the recording is cool, but there's so much investment and
I see
money
what you're
that goes
saying.
into it, gear, like,
It's just more accessible. I mean, there is something really
yeah.
cool about the computer stuff that you could do it from anywhere.
You can do it from
I mean, you
anywhere.
could be on a plane.
Yeah. I mean,
You
I
could
make
be.
music on a
I
plane
see
all the
clips of
time.
Fred again, looking all like.
Bro, they're all doing it on their plane rides. They're doing it in the green room 10 minutes before they play
Yeah.
DJ sets.
I love.
Like,
You ever see like Subtronics? He'll take some TikTok down or something like
yep.
making my brain all itchy.
Well, and he'll turn it into like a full thing. Stuff like that is really cool. And you just can't do any of that on like a physical piece of gear.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cool parts to it
Yeah,
too.
it is.
But
I guess I didn't even think about that. Just the range of sounds and how easy it is.
totally.
Not easy, but easy to access.
Yeah.
But you still have to be super skilled at it. Like if you
do.
just gave me the full program you use, I would have no idea what to do.
Yeah. And I feel
It'd
like I
take
remember
me-
teaching you like a little bit, and you were like, I understand this and this.
I think
but, like,
I made
a lot
one
of this.
song that was like a mashup of two. It was like
Yeah.
the baby and
Yeah,
a
you made
flute song.
Yeah, you made a mashup.
It was not that good.
It was cool. It was like you were getting the basics.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was fun.
No,
but there's a
fun.
million things you can do on the
I mean,
software.
there's just levels, and to get to Subtronics or those guys that just make it look so easy. I mean,
they're too good.
how many years and hours have they put into that?
Yeah. I mean, probably like 10 to 15. I think they say like at least for producers, like you kind of hit your like point where you're really good after like 10 years. So
and
it's
then
pretty crazy
you
to
just
put.
get a feel. I'm sure
Yeah.
that it's.
You're just flowing.
Do you know who Robert Greene is? I talk about him a lot on this podcast.
I don't
because
actually.
I like him a lot. He's the author of 48 Laws of Power.
Cool.
He has another
heard of that.
book. You haven't heard of it?
And I'm
Then
not
you
a big
definitely
reader.
wouldn't hear of this second book.
Okay.
Nor do you even need to read this book. But he has a book called Mastery that is really interesting if you ever do want to read a book. But he talks about the idea of achieving mastery and just getting into a state that is just so natural. And he talks about how difficult it is to achieve and how many years of practice. And it made me think of that. Like
Totally.
these people who, make these clips are that good at editing. Like they're just masters
Yeah.
at the craft of it.
And I don't know what he says. Like, I'd be curious to hear more, but I feel like, yeah, that 10-year mark is when you like start to master something. I don't even think.
I mean,
mean,
he uses the framework of 10,000 hours,
okay, I've heard that too.
which I guess
Might
10
add up.
years you could, assuming you're working full time 10 years,
Yeah.
you'd get there.
Yeah, you would. It's crazy. Yeah. I mean, I think it's been like 7 for me now. And I just like keep learning stuff, keep getting better, but like there's so far for me to go still.
So
I know
what
that.
happened right after the certification?
So
Parents are like, you need to start paying for stuff.
yeah,
Get a job.
well, they kind of were, but then I took another 6-month route down to internship. So a
Okay.
lot of the people who graduate Blackbird get into like an internship, whether that be like a studio hand or an assistant or like any kind of role like that, just in the music industry. And so I was lucky to have like a connection through my dad already, with some friends who the studio was just like down the street, this cool studio. He knows the engineers there, and they were looking for an intern like a couple months after I finished. And I was like, I don't know if I want to do this. Like, I really want to go make some money, because it was a totally unpaid internship. And it was another 6 months.
And you're like, I
at
just
least.
grinded for 6 months.
Just grinded for
unpaid.
6 months. Like,
Gotta
I
do the
kind of want to
thing.
go make some money. But then I was like, I kind of know these dudes. They're really cool. And the engineers have done stuff with like Chris Stapleton and like
Yeah.
Jack White, like other really big names. So I was like, I'll learn a lot here. And my parents were like, you should do this. Like, get it done. Have fun while you're doing it. We'll continue to
We'll
support,
support
you,
you.
blah, blah, blah.
That's huge.
So I
Shout
did
out your
it.
parents for supporting.
Dude, they're legends.
the-
They were so supportive. And my dad, having gone through the music industry.
He knows how. Well, yeah, it is. I'm sure. I am curious your thoughts, because I feel like stereotypically people look at it as really difficult, really cutthroat. There's a lot of talented people, and then also it seems, at least from the outside, a huge part is just who you know. and connections. And I guess it can be that way with any industry.
Definitely, like, connections, luck is like huge
Yeah.
for a lot of people.
Well, because there's just so many people that are so talented.
Yeah, and especially these days, like with the computer music stuff, like everybody's just cracked.
I mean, you go to Broadway sometimes or just random bars in Nashville and there's people singing and they're absolutely incredible.
They're insane.
And the vast majority of them will never hear a song on the radio.
No, never.
Or Spotify or...
Yeah. Never. And there's a total joke around Nashville, like your server and your random person you walk past down the street, like they're all really good musicians. They're all better than you, basically.
Yeah.
And that's totally a thing in Nashville. I forget where we were going with that.
Well, I was kind of saying, what's your feel of the culture in the music world? Like, I know it's hard to say because, of course, everyone's different. But without being overly stereotypical, how would you describe kind of the people who work there, just sort of the culture and feel?
Yeah, are you talking about in general or just kind of internship?
In general. And then we'll go back to internship.
No, that's cool. I mean, I think I feel like I'm a little out of the loop in some parts of music culture, but I feel like I can speak for like kind of the EDM pop side of culture right now.
Yeah.
And like so much of it is based around like social media and self promo. And I feel like, think about my dad back in the day, like starting a band, and they were like,
you have to worry about
19.
At least the social media.
Yeah, there wasn't any social media. They were like 19, just kind of like figuring it out. They got picked up by a record label like within a couple years of starting, and they were just kind of like touring right away, like getting stuff on the radio. Like the whole culture has totally changed to like Spotify, media overload, social media. Like there's a lot more like people are having to do for themselves, I think, to make it.
And also probably just more crowded of a space. Because
way more crowded.
Barrier.
Yeah, there's people. I mean, everyone's doing it.
But I think of it's Garrett Murphy.
Yeah,
and he's from
Nashville.
Nashville.
Dope, and he made it happen.
Yeah, he did, and I think a huge part of him starting out was TikTok.
Yeah,
and
he was posting. Like,
I mean, his music's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And Food for the Soul. I think that reminds me of the style of music you make.
It totally
is. His whole style. How would you describe that? Because I don't know how to describe it other than the perfect song when you want to be in a good mood and you want to feel like it's
summer,
nice weather. Yeah,
it's a perfect like summer beach song.
Like I worked
dance house.
I worked yesterday. I started work at 8 a.m. I didn't get home until about 10:30 p.m. So it was a long day.
Yeah.
But at 10 p.m. I was like, I gotta listen to. So I listened to the 3 songs you sent me. And I was like, I'm going old school. I hopped on a SoundCloud, found More Colors.
Nice.
And I put it on, and I was in such a better mood. I was like, this has been such a long day.
Totally. And there's some like cool nostalgia with that too, especially. But I mean, that Murph stuff, like same vibe. Like it just puts you in a good mood. It's like major key, upbeat, kind of like pop influenced.
Pop influence makes sense. Yeah.
I think a lot of people are doing, whether you hear it or not, like a lot of that dance stuff is like very pop.
But I love Food for the Soul. There's something about it. Like I think he just had a classmate who did the audio, and she's just talking, but it's so cool. It's
all
like,
she's doing is talking.
Food for the Soul.
And he started, I was kind of seeing it because I knew him from Wilco too. And I was like following him early days, and he was like, I'm taking a music production class in college, and
and USC, I think, has a very good music program.
They have a good program, and he would go up in the front of the room and play demos, and the class looked like so uninterested. And
crazy.
Take that video, post it, get 3 million views, and everybody's like, song of the summer, like drop this right now. So like that worked in his favor big time.
Yeah, and then he, I mean, I saw him at Bonnaroo. I guess it would have been 2024 or
23, because last year got
23. Yeah, I did not.
Well, no, 24. Yeah,
24.
Yeah,
and he was fantastic.
Yeah,
like,
he's insane.
I mean, the stage was absolutely packed for him. Pretty Lights was playing at the same time. And there was a ton of people over.
I mean, that's competition.
So I mean, how cool would that be to play at Bonnaroo? Like, he obviously went there just as a festival goer.
Yeah, it's kind of like a hometown, like probably bucket list. For him.
That's like I made it. Like I packed out Bonnaroo.
I mean, if I played Bonnaroo, I would be like, yeah.
That's why you got to put out more songs.
I know.
Asher.
I know. So that's the
music's
thing.
So good, dude. I love the stuff you sent me, and And even you only have one song actually out on Spotify, but that song's great too.
Yeah.
But I don't, and I actually mean this as a compliment. I don't see you as the type to aggressively promo.
I'm not either. And that kind of stems back to like the culture thing we were talking about. Like I love making the music and I don't love the culture of it all the time. So it's been this dilemma of like I'm making music that I love and that makes me super happy, but I don't care enough to do all the
Yeah.
shameless promo and whatnot to like.
Well, to parallel, I think I was kind of telling you this before the podcast, but I started this and I was like, I'm just going to do it. I want to document my life more. I feel like, and I've always been into videos. Like I kind of have a background.
Yeah.
I hope the dogs aren't going to come upstairs. Don't want them knocking anything.
Might get a little crazy.
Might get a little crazy. But I made videos when I was a little kid just on my iPad. My brother and I would make videos. I made Model Highlights, the sports channel.
I remember that.
I've always really liked YouTube. I've liked making videos.
Yeah.
And I've done random stuff. But I was like, I want to capture my life more. And I told my dad, had these mics for his work. And then they stopped doing their podcast. So I was like, I'm going to use this. So I started this podcast and I was like, I'm not going to post on anything until I get 20 episodes.
Nice.
So I did 20 podcasts before I made an Instagram account, TikTok. I made a Twitter, Facebook. I think those 4. And then I was posting some on YouTube Shorts. But anyways, then I post on Instagram and it's crazy because you just see it kind of blow up a bit. I'm like 100 shares on one of my posts. I'm like, this is insane.
Yeah, so random.
And but then you're just thinking about it and then you get all these quick stuff and then TikTok's just a whole nother thing.
Yeah.
And I've been posting on TikTok and Instagram a little bit. I deleted the Twitter, deleted Facebook, but I kind of want to stop posting on TikTok and Instagram because I feel like what you're saying where it makes it less fun for me. That feels like work.
Yeah, does it feel like work when you're doing a daily
does.
Instagram post?
It does.
Yeah.
And what doesn't feel like work and what I like doing is actually sitting across and talking to people.
Yeah.
And editing and making the videos.
Yeah.
And I like YouTube. Like I like the whole realm of YouTube. But the TikTok, Instagram, I like putting a story is fine. And I think, sometimes people like Cole I had on here and he's a DJ. It's cool to do that and put some promo like, hey, he did a podcast. But TikTok, I have one of my TikToks. It's the dumbest TikTok I uploaded. It's with this girl Maddie, and she just goes, "I want to be a Disco Lines groupie." Disco Lines reposted it, over 100,000 plays. It definitely did not translate to YouTube. Like that video didn't get any more views than my other one.
Not at all.
And I feel like it's just stressful. And I feel like then, you get on TikTok, you start scrolling. I'm like, I gotta stop. I just need to focus on YouTube.
Totally.
And I think that'll make it more fun for me. Cause it's a creative
It should be
hobby.
fun. And
I'm not trying to make a career out of this.
totally. Yeah. And that's,
Sorry, I was long winded.
No, you're good. And I was curious, like seeing you doing the pod, I was curious, like, is this a thing you're trying to turn into some full blown career? Or are you just having fun and like it's a good way to spend time with friends and meet new people and
yes,
talk
more
about
the
cool
latter.
things?
I think at times I shifted towards what you were saying on the first, and obviously, I mean that idea is appealing, like what I could be Joe Rogan or whatever.
Yeah, of course.
But I think if this is to grow, like truly grow, then I need to do what I find interesting, and what I like, and even if I get more short-term views or clicks, just doing clickbaity stuff or posting 5 times on TikTok in a day, it's taking away from other areas of my life. So I want this to support it and having good conversations and talking to friends or people I find interesting. That adds value to my life. Checking my TikTok and seeing mean comments does not. And it's so I think I've come to the conclusion that the negatives outweigh the positives when it comes to TikTok.
Agreed.
Instagram, I think I don't want to post regularly. If I want to put a story, that's fine. But I don't want to pressure myself, like I gotta put 5 reels out this week or else.
Yeah.
So
I think it's tough too, because like there's a balance in there of like, if you want this to potentially become like a full-time thing, like become your life, you're kind of looking for like those viral clips these days, which sucks because you just said it feels like work and you don't want to do it. So you kind of have to like sacrifice, parts of it.
Yeah, and it's not even the work part. It's more like I feel like it's taking away my attention on TikTok and Instagram. I have no problem putting clips on YouTube.
Yeah, which you can do that now, I guess. They have shorts and all
Yeah,
that.
they have shorts, and shorts are a little different, but I feel like just focusing on that, like I don't know. I to give some more context too, I never had TikTok
Yeah.
until I just made this account.
Really?
Not for any like, oh, I feel like it just takes away my attention.
Yeah, I feel like that's what it's made to do.
It is. I mean, it's definitely what it's made to do.
Yeah.
But and then I have it, and I just feel like a little more stressed when I look at my phone,
Totally.
and I don't think that's a good thing.
I am kind of in this thing right now, like especially with TikTok. I mean, I get on Instagram pretty often, but so I got to the point where I turned off all notifications for all my socials.
Yep.
I was like, I'm still gonna check them often, but like I don't need to be like
Like
clicking
every
on
time you
a-
look at your phone,
yeah, there's
so
a
and so.
thing, and it gives you a reason to just click
Yeah.
on it. Like, so I turned off all my notifications, and then I noticed like I just kind of stopped using TikTok. Like I would go like
Really?
2-3 weeks without even thinking of it. Instagram was still like multiple times a day, which I've been on Instagram a lot longer, and I like seeing my friends and stuff. But TikTok kind of stresses me out now because I won't get on it for like 3 weeks, and then I'll get on it and I'll have like 20 shares from all these different people and all this stuff to catch up on, and I look at it and I just like close the app. I'm like, I don't even want to deal with 20 things. Like,
Yeah. I think it is like this idea of attention, and we only have so much attention.
yeah,
And I don't think I want to keep giving attention to TikTok.
I agree.
I think it takes away from my life more than it adds.
Yeah,
Even if it might lead to faster, boost for engagement on this podcast. I think I've said this from the beginning, and obviously there's the side of me that still would love if this did blow up, but I really do want to make this for me and document my life and the people in it and talking to people. So I think you know what, Asher, thanks for letting me talk. This has been helpful to
No,
think
this is
around
good.
through this.
that's huge. I feel like that's such a good mindset to have too. Like just about anything. Like I don't know. There's just no point in wasting time like forcing something
Yeah.
that's not natural or
And I think what gets tricky is there's at some point you can justify almost anything as having a potential benefit,
true.
but oftentimes we don't think about the negative sides.
Yeah.
Like, of course, posting on TikTok could help this.
Yeah.
Of
It could
course,
be huge.
posting on Instagram could help this. Of course, making a Twitter account and posting on Threads and posting on Reddit and everything can help this. But is that worth my time and energy?
Yeah, maybe not. Like maybe
for
it'll
some
lead to
people,
something
maybe.
huge.
Yeah.
But if you don't feel like it is, then like I don't know. It's about you and your happiness at the end of the day, I feel like.
But roundabout, how was the internship?
Okay, let's get back to it. It was dope. It was like the same deal as Blackbird, but just like a cool like continuation of it, and it was a lot more like personal. We were having like
that makes sense.
bands in the studio, and they would come in for a week, and it was like, so I was the intern, there was an assistant, and we were in charge of like setting up this full tracking room full of mics and gear and stuff. So that was dope. Just more good experience handling all that stuff. And I met so many cool people. Everyone was so nice. I was kind of like, there'd be days where they're like, we need you to go to Kroger and stock up on every supply and grocery we need.
So you would sometimes just be doing.
And I was like
random
totally down
work.
for that. Yeah. I was like, this is totally chill. The people are great. Like they treat me well. So it's just a good experience. I don't know.
That's awesome.
Again,
yeah.
like I would go home and just go back to making computer beats. Like I wasn't trying to be a studio engineer while I was doing that, but it was good experience.
So you
Yeah.
gotta have so many beats cooking on that computer.
Dude, I have so many. I mean, I have like thousands. Like
thousands.
and not like thousands that
Like
I would even
finished,
show
yeah.
anyone, but like yeah, you can go back through like the last 7 years and I have like 2,000+ tracks or
You
something.
gotta post more.
So,
Not
yeah.
for you, for me, selfishly, because I love your music,
Yeah.
and I think other people would, even if you don't do.
And they would and
shameless promos. I'll promote it. You know what?
yeah.
I'll bring in the TikTok back just to post your songs.
I mean, that loops back into what we were saying. Like the kind of thing that I'm trying to figure out and get to is like, I've been making the music for me for like 7 years. It makes me so happy. I know that there's a little bit of doubt that like, I'm always like, oh, I could always be better. But like, I don't think I'll stop thinking that even in 5 or 10 years, if I'm still doing this and I'm better. Like, I think that's just inevitable.
I think it's a
And
good
it is a
thing
good
that
thing.
you think it.
Yeah.
I don't think it should be a barrier to you sharing it.
Agreed. Yeah. I mean, it'll just push me to keep going further.
Yeah.
But then it's yeah, it's like the song I have out on Spotify has like 500 streams or something, which I don't really care about the numbers, but it feels weird to be like putting out a ton of music and not wanting to post about it at all at the same time. You know what I
and
mean? Like there's this kind of culture with like spamming promo of your new song that's coming out. And I could probably find a balance in there of like doing it a little bit, doing it what feels good to me, but not like overdoing it.
I got a couple thoughts. I
I'm
get it because this will be like I think my 57th podcast episode.
Yeah,
most of them, it is pretty crazy. Most of them don't get a ton of views. So like I said, I'm doing this for me and because I enjoy it, or why would I go this far? But it is a little demoralizing, especially when I feel like I had a really interesting guest or good discussion.
Totally.
And it gets 10, 50, whatever views.
Yeah.
So that makes sense too. Like that's part of it. You're like, I put a lot of effort into this, and it's not even above the little whatever sign on Spotify.
Yeah, and like I don't care about the numbers, but there's something about it still that I'm like, it feels pointless almost. Yeah.
And I think kind of what I'm saying about TikTok and stuff is I think you're worried you'll start getting drawn to the numbers instead of just doing what you enjoy.
Yeah, I don't want it to like start feeling like work. Like
at the same time, I think there's something really special about creating stuff and sharing it with people.
Yeah.
And your music is really good. I'm not just saying like, I know you're not just going to put out crap. Like honestly, and part of this podcast, and I'm very clear on this, is like the first few episodes were terrible. And some of these still are. I still can improve the lighting and camera and everything. But like my whole thing is I'm getting better as I go. You're already really good at making music.
Yeah.
This isn't like, it doesn't feel like the same comparison where I'm putting this out and my brand's average Joe and I'm going to get better with each episode. Your stuff's already good.
It's like, yeah, you've already put in 7 years of work. And I do know that at the same time, like I can say with some confidence that I know what I'm doing and I make good stuff too. So like, yeah, I'm trying to get there. Yeah. And then it kind of goes.
Dude, those 3 you sent me. All of those.
Yeah, they're all sick.
They are.
Yeah. and I thought it was cool to hear you say, sorry, I keep like
moving
away from the mic.
Sounds good.
You were saying like you had 20 podcasts ready to go before you posted one. And like that's kind of what I've been trying to do for the last like 8-10 months is like figure out a vibe that kind of works together.
So I posted 20, but I didn't post about it on Instagram until I did 20.
Oh, okay.
But I get what you're saying too.
Okay.
Like,
well, I've been kind of trying to do this thing of like, yeah, can I finish like 5 songs before I even upload the first one?
Mm-hmm.
That way I don't fall back into this hole of like, I post a couple cool songs and then I disappear for like a year,
Yeah.
So I'm trying to like kind of plan it out and finish stuff.
Yeah. And I don't want to obviously like prescribe the best thing for you. Selfishly though, I do really like your music and I want to hear more of it. And I know there's other people who feel that way.
I mean, a lot of people tell me that, yeah.
I mean,
I
need to
your
just
music
get it out. In high school when you had just a few clips on SoundCloud.
I know.
Yeah, dude, you should put it out because it's good. I don't know. Obviously, you have to work that out for you what the best system is or what that looks like.
Yeah.
But I think maybe starting and just be kind of a more intuitive sense instead of trying to stick to a strict schedule or anything.
I agree.
Just if you feel this is a good song, I mean.
Yeah, I need to just do it.
You need to just
I need to just
do it.
I need to just
slogan.
like not overthink it. Like it's so easy to be like, oh, everyone's gonna hear these little flaws in this song, but like no one cares. Like people just like good music, and if their ear likes it, then that's all that matters. Like.
Yeah.
There's a lot of overthinking involved in the process too.
Yeah. And I mean, when I first started this podcast, I felt the same way. And then I listened, I'm like, you know what? We actually kind of made more sense than I thought. I mean, maybe parts of this were a little cringy, but also who cares? But
who
your
cares?
Music's good. Yeah. Again, that's the difference.
Yeah, I have a good starting point.
Part of this podcast is that it's messy and just these unscripted random conversations.
Yeah.
But you have like, it's so cool. The creativity and I mean, you have thousands of things you could release that people listen to and be like, this is really good.
Totally.
I would put this on my playlist.
I know when I put it like that, it's like, dang, I should have a little bit more posted out of like 2,000 tracks.
Yes, please.
Which I have a song coming out this Friday with my buddy, which I'm excited for.
You do?
And it's his song, like featuring
I didn't even
me.
know that.
Yeah, I'll show it to you later.
What's the song called?
It's called Orchid.
Orchid
by Sangrio.
Okay.
Because my buddy I work with really good producer. We're just kind of doing similar stuff,
Yeah, yeah.
and we made this
Because
like
the More Colors one, that was with Jason too, right?
Jason, yeah, and he's not doing much. I mean, we're still homies, but he's not doing a ton of music. That project's like kind of dead,
Yeah.
which is
Was
fine.
it Sloan? Was that
Sloan.
the Sloan?
I mean, that was just high school, like, and I wish I could go back to that too. Like, we didn't care. We were just like having fun putting stuff out, and it was so fun. But yeah, I have a tune coming out on Friday. It's a very like bassy, like Skrillex, jungly type of
Like,
tune.
yes. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh,
Not quite,
excited.
but like, yeah,
I'm
similar.
excited to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, I was listening to More Colors in the car last night. And like, I could literally see you playing that on a stage at a festival somewhere, and everyone just like need more colors.
epic.
I
It's
just
tons of lasers
I
and stuff.
see it.
Yeah.
I just see it.
No, that's cool. I appreciate hearing that. I mean, that song's like 6 years old or something.
Yeah,
Pretty crazy.
you guys were new
When
at.
you put it like that, yeah.
And
Yeah,
it's-
we were
I
brand
mean,
new.
dude, it's just really good.
Yeah. We should talk about DJing a little. I'm just curious. Like, I feel like you've been
Yeah.
doing a lot the last few years, and I've had my fair share of little things here and there too.
Yeah, I'll give you a rundown. I mean, in college, sophomore year, which was, I guess, part of COVID, but
Yeah.
me and Grant Ellison, we started DJing together at the Hill, and we
Right.
DJed together all of college. It was fun. I mean, we would bicker sometimes, but I absolutely love Grant. He's super introverted. I'm obviously very extroverted.
Nice.
So like when we
Good
would
combo.
DJ together, he would literally sit on a stool the whole time.
Really?
And I'd be up standing
And is,
like
is he doing a lot of like the techie stuff while you're kind
We-
of like the hype man? Or
we would just go back to back
Nice.
and we'd kind of just hype
Figure
each
it
other
out.
up. Yeah. And I mean, that was another thing when we started, we were terrible. Like we would just play
Yeah.
like way too long intros, not really know how to mix that well. It's not even like DJing's that hard.
Yeah.
But we got pretty decent pretty fast, and then I'd say by the end of it, I mean, we were really good at like the goal being to get people dancing at a college bar.
Yeah. It's all that
Like
matters.
we could do that. Like we
Yeah.
could put on a good show. We did formals.
Nice.
we
That's
did-
kind of, that can be like intimidating. I feel like just more of like a, I don't know, not like a drunk bar, like a formal crowd.
Yeah, but they like the same. Like at
Same
that
stuff.
point, we knew exactly what
Okay.
people like to hear. It was the
Yeah.
stuff you sing and dance to.
Yeah.
I think EDM can get a little interesting on people like to experiment more.
Yeah.
We kept it pretty strict with like hits.
Nice.
Um,
Yeah. Every
but yeah,
song.
it was a different set, but it was fun, and we knew a lot of people in the places we were
Yeah.
working and stuff. So it was always a good time. Yeah, that was a lot of fun in college. I mean, I look back really fondly. My favorite, sorry Grant, because he wasn't there. He was out of town this weekend, but my fraternity rented out the Hill. It was like right before I graduated a semester early, so I was just kind of hanging out in college that second semester.
Nice.
But it was right before everyone else graduated, and it was just like all my friends, like everybody, and I played for 3 hours, and it was just so fun. Like that was one of the most fun nights.
That's a blast. That's a long
of my
time
entire
too
college.
to be on it.
Yeah, and I mean, it was just with like everybody, like I wanted to be
All
with.
your friends.
It was such a cool experience, and then,
No, that's amazing.
but after college, honestly, I haven't been doing it as much. Jordan and I, we did the
I
just
was seeing
jamming
that.
sets. Yeah,
Just
so
for
you
fun,
saw
right?
that on Instagram.
Yeah, just like messing around.
Yeah, and he got a cool board. He got the 1000.
Nice. That's
And
what
we
I have
did.
too.
I think we did about 9 of those sets, and we got better each time.
Yeah, they sounded good.
But I would do, since college, I've done some random stuff like through work organizations. They asked me to do like a 5K charity event or
Nice.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's right there, the board.
Oh,
I'll just do it for fun and kind of just mess with it. Like I was actually messing with it Sunday.
No, that's
But
dope.
what have you been doing?
I mean, I did kind of similar. Like in a little bit of it, like burnt me out for a while, but I got into like the kind of Nashville bar scene,
Oh,
and I was doing a little bit. Yeah, I was doing like Church and Union,
yeah.
Layer Cake. Like there were a couple
What kind
spots.
of music were you playing?
I mean, it was like hits, yeah, which was super easy, and it was fun. But they wanted me to play like Drake and Kendrick.
I just
and, like,
don't see you as
Which is
I could be that guy playing
yeah,
hits. You
yeah.
you need better music. Or
and
not
I
better
can,
music,
and
you
I
need
know
different
good music, so like I think the people really enjoyed it, but I would go home from the gigs and be like, oh, I wish I could just play like some hard dance music. Like,
Mm.
so that was fun, but it was cool to like get paid for DJing and stuff. Like I
I'm
hadn't
sure
had
they
that
paid
before.
better than the Hill did.
Yeah, they paid good. I mean, it was like a dope opportunity, but then I've had a couple things since then, like a couple little small shows or like I did. Do you know what Breakaway Festival is?
Yeah.
I
You played
did
at
the Breakaway. I did the silent disco,
No
and
way.
that was dope.
Dude. That's awesome.
I mean, it was a small little thing, but
Yeah.
like to have my
Have
name.
you been at Deep Tropics too? Side note.
Yeah, no, I haven't, but
Dude, you would love it.
I heard you were
It's
there.
really
this
well
year.
done.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've been
or last couple
twice
years
now. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks dope. I still haven't been. I mean, I love the lineup this year, but it was like on my birthday weekend, and I was like, I had other things going on. But you see Chris Lake while you were there?
Yeah,
Subtronics or anyone?
I had a split between Chris Lake and Subtronics.
Ooh, that's tough.
Some sicko put them at the same time.
Yeah, that's brutal.
I was mostly at Subtronics though, to be honest.
Okay, that's fair.
So what's funny though, in college, I wasn't really big into the EDM. I guess senior year a little bit. My roommate Scotty, he got me into
Yeah,
stuff.
but you always like appreciated it. Like
yeah, 100%.
you would bump to it if it was on.
Yeah, absolutely. I never didn't like EDM, but now it's like all I listen to.
Yeah,
And I can't go to another show. Like I just can't go to a country show.
dude, no,
The energy compared to seeing Tape B or
it's so
I'm
different.
to see Mau P at the end of this month.
I might go to that too.
But then
It's pretty sick.
dude, yeah. Let me know if you do.
I will.
Would love to link up. And then 3 days later, Levity cranked at
New
Nashville
Year's show?
Fairgrounds. Are you going?
Probably not, but I saw that.
Dude,
I don't know.
think it's gonna be insane. I've been wanting to see Levity for so long.
I mean, they're like on top right now.
Yeah.
Which that's someone.
And that's because that's what I used to like the rap songs they'll play but mix over.
Yep.
It's
Same with
nostalgic
Tape
for
B,
me.
like
exact
that
same for Tape B.
remix, and their production
Zed's
is
Dead
insane.
put on a hell of a show.
Zed's
too.
Dead is good. Where'd you see them? Here in Nashville.
Bonnaroo and Pinnacle.
Nice.
The Pinnacle venues.
Pinnacle's
awesome.
dope. I went to like a heavy like bass like
Who was it?
dubstep show. This dude named Sudden Death.
Yeah.
Saw him at Pinnacle.
I'm not
and
like
it was
huge
like
into sudden death, but I know
it's like the heavy side of
Is it-
stuff, but it was like brain melting.
you're
Yeah.
already dead.
Yeah, it was crazy. That venue's dope.
What shows you got coming up to see and or play?
I don't have any playing on the horizon. I would like something. I don't know how that would happen, but if something comes up, I'll say yes. I don't know. I might go to Mau P. Like I don't even think I know of anything else in the next few months. Do you know of anything?
It's a weird season. Really, Mau P, Levity.
Mau P.
I feel like not
New
much
Year's.
happens January, February. Oh, I'm going to John Summit in Vegas. I am so excited.
That'll be sick.
Dude, I'm a huge John Summit fan. Which
Seeing
is,
him at like a residency club
at
kind of
Live.
thing.
Yeah. Well,
Sick.
so the EDM I like it is like Grizz, Zed's Dead, Tape B. Like I guess that bassy.
That bassy wonky kind of.
Yeah.
feel.
I'm not full on headbanger, but I can appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm not super big in a house, but I can also appreciate it. And
Yeah.
I was a hater of John Summit. I was like, this guy looks like a douche. He's overrated. Why is
Frat
everyone so
boy.
obsessed with him? And then I saw him at the Caverns. It was my first time going
yeah.
to the Caverns.
Yeah.
And he played one set, and then he had a set in the actual cave from
Yeah.
like 3 to 5, and it was his label Experts Only. And that seeing him live, I was like, this guy's incredible.
Yeah.
Like I get it.
Yeah.
And now I've been obsessed with him ever since. And
And
him
yeah.
and Subtronics do some stuff together.
Yeah,
which I
they're
love.
homies, and he's been super. I'm not a huge fan of him either, but he's been super open to
Well, I'm a
like.
huge fan now.
Yeah, like he started as just like a pop house dude, and now he's playing like dubstep, like bass music in
Yeah.
his sets. So I think it's cool how he's kind of like
Well, he just
been open to that.
yeah, and it's not like I think his studio stuff is really good too, though. Like even
It
where
is.
you are,
I mean, the vocals are
vocals,
insane.
yeah,
The
Shiver.
melodies, like he knows what he's doing.
but his live shows are what make it. Like
Yeah.
if you watch his live sets and the settings he does them and the stuff his label puts out, like he
Yeah.
does one in Vale on top
I've
of the
seen
ski
that.
slope.
Yeah.
Even he
In the
did an
middle of the
8-hour set in
snow.
Club Space,
Yep.
the Caverns. I mean, he did one at Burning Man. That's a really cool set.
Yeah.
He
He's
just
insane.
puts on such a good show,
Yeah.
and he knows what to play. I mean, anyways, that's why I'm very, very excited to see him in February.
No, that'll be a blast.
Just a huge fan.
You've only seen him at the Caverns.
Yep.
Once.
Yep.
Speaking of the Caverns, I saw Lewis the Child there like a month
Oh
ago.
yeah, that was recent. I
Yeah,
saw.
super random.
Remember when we went?
Yeah, we went to Asheville.
That was so random too.
So random. I think it was my like 8th time seeing them or
How
something
was it?
crazy. It was dope. They did like a 4-hour start to finish, like no opener,
Wow.
and they ran through like house music. They played like all their classics from like 2017.
See, that's what like
was
when I
fun.
picture your style. It is that style.
That kind of
Lose
stuff.
the Child. Like it's just
Fun,
upbeat,
melodic.
like
Yeah.
be in a good mood.
Yeah, totally.
But I love that you love
Yeah.
sudden death too. That's
Dude,
what
I
Nightmare. You need to get
Yeah,
some more of
Nightmare's
that.
sick.
Gets
I mean, I
no,
love that
I meant
vibe.
the song the sample you sent me.
Yeah.
Is it called Nightmare?
It's
Or
yeah,
Nightmares?
Nightmare. Yeah. Yes.
You should get some of that, dude.
I know.
I would love that dichotomy if you could get your happy fun and then occasionally just.
Dude,
drop,
I've
like,
thought of that. Like,
the
how
most
do I?
terrifying.
Yeah, how do I put out like a
They show
happy
Quiver.
melodic dance song and then drop a dubstep banger after it? Can you do that? I mean, you
Dude,
can.
You can do.
You can do whatever you want.
You want to
It's
do
tough
this
to
for
brand.
fun. You want to be creative.
That's true.
Screw the brand.
Yeah.
Just start uploading stuff. Like
Yeah.
people like me, and I know there's, maybe I think there's more people like me than there are, but I feel like there's more people like me who like that range of stuff, especially in EDM.
Totally. And a lot of people.
And I think it'd be cool. Like we're appreciating John Summit blending through
True.
different genres.
Yeah. I think a lot of people have been like super open to that in the last like few years. And like the way you see John Summit post a bass clip on Instagram, and it might be your first time hearing like a bass song like that, but you're like, this is sick. And
Yep.
the lasers are sick and the people love it. Like, so yeah, you're right.
Have you heard his song Crystallized,
Yeah.
the Subtronics remix?
Yes. It's kind of new, right? It came out like a month ago or something. Yeah, I did hear that. I mean, he's insane. I've seen him a few times too.
Subtronics. Yeah, same.
And
I
it's
remember
just like top tier.
the first time I saw him was Bonner in 2023. I was like, this is the single most insane crowd I've
Yeah.
ever been in my entire life. Like
Yeah.
everywhere I looked, there was just girls just
Full on
I was like,
headbanging. Dude.
the energy.
And the lasers and
And then he
the
played what's that, like Sandstorm or whatever? It's like bum 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 bum. And I was
Yeah.
like, what is it?
Something
And I
like
looked
that.
at my friend. I was like, this is the drop, and then it goes psych. Whoa! I was like,
The dude's
literally
insane.
blew my mind.
I
I
really
lost my
like that
face.
people like he's just having fun and people love it. Like
Yep.
people have accepted him fully for that, which is dope.
So speaking of different genres, Grizz in 2023, he did a Friday night set, like his normal bass heavy. I mean, it was sick. He just came in.
You saw him? Oh, at Bonnaroo.
at Bonnaroo.
Yeah.
But then Rainbow Kitten Surprise, you know that band?
Yeah.
The alt band. They're really good. I was excited to see them. But I guess something happened. Like someone got sick in the band and they canceled pretty last minute.
Dang.
So Grizz took their set. It was a sunset set. And he did his golden hour mix.
I've heard of this, but I don't really know what it is.
And it was like, it's instrumental. Like he's on the saxophone a lot. Super chill. Just
really?
vibes. And it was such a difference from Friday night where it was like lasers,
heavy.
fire, boom, and he has this entire golden hour set is on YouTube and SoundCloud.
Oh, is it called like Chasing the Golden Hour
Yeah,
or something?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's and he's got mixes or albums too out for, I think there's like 5 different Chasing the Golden Hour ones.
Word.
But it was such a cool distinction because you have this like
Yeah.
jazzy
And people love you for both
chill-
sides.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
I
cool.
mean, I still want to see him so bad because of those 2 sets I saw him there. I mean,
was
it
that
just
before
fantastic.
he
Yep.
You know how he
It was
retired?
right before his hiatus.
Okay.
I
And then
think
he
he
left
might-
for like a year, but he's back now.
I think he might have left like right after Bonnaroo.
Okay. That sounds
And then he
right.
threw his own festival
Yeah.
recently.
Yeah.
7 stars.
Oh, that dude's a legend. Yeah.
Mhm.
He's so cool.
He is.
Are you going to Bonnaroo this year? Did you see that lineup?
Dude, the lineup didn't really do it for me. And I still
was,
gotta
like-
see, or go ahead. What were you?
I was just going to say there was like 5 or 8 maybe that I was like, "Oh, I really want to see them."
yeah.
and the
I mean,
rest
Grizz
was
is
like-
on there.
Yeah, Grizz,
Daily
Skrillex,
Bread. Fortet's pretty sick.
Fortet, sick. I mean, there was cool
But
stuff.
I
but
think last year, and I didn't go last year. Did you?
I was supposed to go for one day. I was supposed to see John Summit.
After it got canceled.
It got canceled the day that I was there.
Yeah.
I was like there,
the
like
day you were
waiting to go
there.
in, and then they like canceled it. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
sucks.
I mean, it was fine. It sucked, but
John Summit.
John Summit.
I'm doing a master's program and I was out of the country. That's the only reason I didn't go last year.
Fair.
Or you better believe I would
Because
have
I
been
feel
there.
like you would have been there.
But the
Levity too, and
Tate
all
B,
them.
Sammy Vergi, Dom Dolla. That
Yeah.
lineup,
yeah,
EDM wise, was absolutely insane. And I think this year's is just kind of disappointing in comparison, to be honest.
It is. I mean, there's a few. Yeah,
And it looks smaller.
it is.
Like there's
They lost
significantly
so much
less
money
artists.
last year that they had to do like cuts, I think.
Yeah, that
So,
would make
and
sense.
it'll be less people too, which
Yeah.
could be cool. But
less conflicts on the set times.
but
and
I think
stuff.
it still costs the same, and you're getting less artists than you
Yeah.
would have seen like 2 years ago.
It just
Which is tough.
there was a lot of like I could see it being appealing to people. I'm not dying to go, and I'm not sure after the wedding we may move, so I'm kind
Nice.
of waiting to see
Yeah,
what we do about that.
yeah, it'll be last minute if it
Yeah.
happens. Dang, that's crazy.
I know.
Is this? Can I ask like have you thought about where you'd move to?
Yeah, we think if we move, it crazy enough be New York City.
Nice. That's huge. Would that have like work opportunities for both of y'all?
Yeah, so
Not to get too deep into it.
No,
but
you're good.
just
She's a
curious.
luxury travel agent. She's fully remote, and her company's based out of New York.
Nice.
So I would need to figure it out. I have some connections there.
Yeah.
So it would be she'd be totally fine. I would
Yeah.
have to figure it out, but we'll see what happens.
No,
But
that's cool. That's
I
exciting.
think both of us want to try living somewhere outside of Nashville for a little bit.
Yeah, I agree. I have a twin. He lives in San Diego.
Oh, I didn't know he was in San Diego.
Yeah, he went to Fort Collins, Colorado. Spent a couple years there. Then went to San
Just
Diego, which is sick, in itself. And then all of his friends were going to San Diego, and he was like, "I'm gonna do it." And his girlfriend was going too, so it made sense.
Those are two really cool places.
Both
Colorado and
insane.
San Diego.
And I've gone out to San Diego a couple times, and I'm
To
like,
visit?
I might need to go. Yeah, I'm like, I might need to get out here
I
and
know,
like
dude.
try
Well,
it.
You know, everyone's like, "Oh, the cost," and I'm like, "Well, I might as well do it while I'm not making that much money."
That's what I'm thinking. And like before I'm like 35 and like
Just
where
make
did all
it
the time
work.
go? Yeah. Like he went out there, didn't have a job or anything.
And I'm sure he figured it out.
He figured it out.
He's
It took him a
alive.
while, but he's fine.
Yeah.
He's like actually thriving. Yeah.
And I mean, that's just, or I'm sure we talked about this at some point, but I grew up in California. You
I
cannot
forgot about that.
beat that weather.
No, it's insane.
I mean, like in the coast.
Yeah.
And, it really
Yeah, I mean
is
it's
a cool
like
place.
15 degrees here and I think
Yeah.
it's still like 70
Now,
there.
New York, you can beat that weather,
Yeah.
but I think it'd be cool to live in a big city. And I think we were talking about other cities. We're like, God, if we're gonna live in a big city, why not just live
you
in
got
the
to
biggest
go
city?
full. Yeah.
Like if we go to Boston,
Yeah.
or Chicago, like
Boston's
it's
cool.
almost
Chicago's
New York.
cool. I don't know. New York, I still haven't been, so I can't even say, but it's insane.
It almost scares me in a good way. Like
Yeah.
I know I'd have to, and I feel like you
Full
hear
lifestyle
stuff, like,
change.
you know, everyone gets stabbed all the time. Like it's definitely not like that.
I don't think that's even what you need to be scared about. I think it's like,
no, that's not what I'm
Yeah, yeah.
scared about. Is it's such a big transition.
yeah,
It is very expensive to live there,
yeah.
and I feel like we would just be forced to figure a lot out. But hey, I'm like, I don't want to be 35 either and look back and
I know, same.
be like, oh,
And
I didn't really.
When
try
did you
anything.
come here from California? Like,
Were
were you pretty young? Okay.
Yeah, I was.
because
I
you've
was
been
10.
here for like the majority of your life.
Yeah, we drove from California to Nashville. I think it was 2000. It was 2011. Like
Nice.
going into that, we crossed over New Year's. We spent New Year's in Oklahoma, and then drove to Memphis, and then drove
Terrible
to
place
Nashville.
to spend New Year's.
Yeah, yeah. We stopped in
Um,
Vegas before for a few days. That was fun.
Oh, that's fun.
Even as a 10-year-old.
Yeah, I still haven't been to Vegas either. There's a lot of places that I want to go that I haven't been. Vegas, I kind of want to, like, this is basic, but like the Sphere looks insane.
Dude, I know.
To see like I don't know, to see an actually good show, because I know a lot of
Yeah.
the people they've had haven't even been like,
Well, like I'm gonna
my
be there
favorites.
for John Summit. They have like they do day shows, but
Oh,
it's
do
like
they?
The Wizard of Oz, the movie.
oh, it's like a movie.
But tickets, dude, are like $200.
Oh, yeah.
And then I think the Eagles are there that weekend. They're playing like every night, or maybe it's Backstreet Boys.
That's cool.
But those tickets they're like $600.
Yeah, you're
I'm
not
like,
gonna
I
pay
can't
that.
justify.
Nah.
But the Sphere does. I mean, that's a bucket list.
But if
Red
you
Rocks
had
is a
a-
bucket list.
Oh, I have been to Red Rocks.
You
Red Rocks is
have?
great. Yeah. I saw Zoo. Do you know who that is?
Yeah, yeah. ZH.
Yeah.
How was that?
It was kind of weird, but it was fun. It was like 15 degrees. It was freezing.
15 degrees.
So cold. It was like the last show of
Ooh.
the season, and he was like debuting a new album, so he didn't even play music that anybody knew. So it was kind of
I
weird,
don't
but
love when that, Daily Bread.
yeah.
Saw him at the Caverns. He played Friday, Saturday. Friday, it was kind of like he dropped an album, I think, a few weeks later, and most of the songs were new. And I was like,
Stuff that you didn't really,
didn't really know. Like
yeah,
it
you
was
couldn't sing
good, but
along
and then
to.
the next day he played all the songs I knew, and it was
Okay, that's
so
cool.
much more fun. I was like, this is
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah. I mean, that's what most people want to hear. It's fun to hear like a couple new songs, but when it's entirely,
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah. It's like give me the
yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Well, we went down a thread. Should we go? Should we jump back to what happened after your internship?
Yeah. I'm trying to think of what happened. So like,
I know, dude. It all blends together.
the last 5 years have been like, I don't know, it's just weird. I finished internship, and I was like kind of looking for work in music, but it wasn't going to happen to where like I made enough money to like sustain a lifestyle.
Mm.
So I was like, I'm just going to go back to the restaurant industry for a little while. I worked at like this wine bar that I had some connections to
In Nashville?
in Franklin, in Cool Springs.
Okay.
It was fine. It wasn't great. I did like a little bit of serving, a little bit of bussing, a little bit of like line cook stuff.
Yeah.
I was just like passing time, and I was still doing music on the outside. And then I quit there when I was kind of in the peak of like that Nashville DJ stuff. And I was dealing with like some health stuff too. So I was like, I'm going to quit this job. I'm going to DJ a little bit and make enough money to like survive for a little bit and go from there. And then the DJing slowed down,
Mm.
and I was like, that's fine. Like, I kind of want to be like having less time on my hands. Like the DJing was like weekends. And so all
Yeah,
week I
late
was like kind of
nights.
bored.
Yeah.
Like figuring out how to spend my time. So then I came across this screen printing company, which we were talking about a little, but it's like clothing screen printing. Came across this company. They were like really small at the time. It was like 8 employees.
Is it grown?
Grown a ton. We're at like 20 now or something.
Yeah.
So that was like a
More than
little over
double.
2 years ago, and I'm still there, and it's dope. It's cool to see the growth, and it's kind of creative in like a way that I didn't know about before. I feel like a
I
lot
can
of
see that.
people
Yeah.
like don't know, like the shirt you're wearing has this print on it, and like most people just don't even think about where that came from.
Dude, most people don't think about anything.
No, like you would never think about that, and I hadn't either. And then I walk into this shop, and there's this massive rotating automatic press printing
So you could print like anything.
literally
Really?
anything, and,
It's
and the
crazy.
capacity, we're doing like 400 shirts an hour. Like
So what is your specific role?
I'm at this point, I'm kind of like the assistant manager ish, but I'm kind of just like the press lead is what we would call it. So I'm like setting up jobs on this big 12 head rotating press. Sometimes it's
It's a
just a
whole
white
world.
print. Sometimes there's 7 colors. Like
Yeah.
every day is different. But I'm just kind of like overseeing that. Yeah. And then we're about to get a second press, and we're like expanding. So it's going to get really
So
crazy.
that'll double your output.
Double. We're getting a smaller one. So like not quite double, but it'll be crazy.
That's awesome, man.
It's been fun. Yeah. I'm hoping to get into more music stuff and DJing.
So I think
And
that
I have-
brings us to
yeah.
present day.
Yeah, that brings us to here. And I don't have like urgent plans on leaving my job, but at the same time, I'm like, this is not going to be my career forever.
Yeah.
So I'm like thinking about what could be next.
So what could be next?
Yeah.
What do you think when we're thinking about music?
I
and
mean,
other stuff?
yeah, music obviously would be the ideal. Any kind of music, really. Like the artist project would be cool, but if someone hit me up and they were like, I need a producer for this album I want to do, like, could you be a part of it? Like, I would totally say yes.
Yeah.
So like things like that, I think are
What
possible
about,
too.
so if we could live in a perfect world and you could almost script it, what would that look like?
I mean, I would love to be, making music full time, playing shows, not an insane amount of pressure, like not doing, I mean, I'm getting super specific, like,
No,
but,
please.
but not playing like 300 shows a year, but like playing shows often, doing tours
when you want to play.
when I want to play, or like doing tour runs and then
settings.
taking a few months off. Cool settings would be dope. I mean, like, I can't imagine standing at Red Rocks like on stage playing a show in front of all those people. That's like a dream. Bonnaroo would be insane.
Bonnaroo.
So like,
oh
yeah, down the road, if things picked up, like those would be like bucket list goals. But
God, I hope you look back on this one day and you're like,
dude,
wow,
I
I
hope so.
can't believe I did it all.
I know it's crazy, but like,
but you gotta put out some music
and
first.
I gotta, in the near future, just start releasing, send stuff around. I feel like the power of social media too. Like I could drop a cool song in Chris Lake's inbox. I don't know, random example. And if he somehow sees it and likes it, like he might spread my name.
Yeah.
So like there's always that opportunity
Yeah.
to
or like big
to
artists
take.
play.
Yeah,
stuff
or they
get all the
play
time,
yeah.
and then you get a clip of John Summit playing some.
Yeah, you
random
hop
dude's
on
song
TikTok
that
and
dude-
he's playing your song and you're
Then you
like
get signed to a label.
Yeah. Like that's how a lot of people that's the route a lot of people have taken, which is
Yeah.
pretty crazy.
Yeah, I guess you gotta, because you want to keep that where you're still, it's fun and it's creative.
Yeah.
I think more so than this for myself, almost, I feel like you have to decide how to balance this is a hobby and this is fun. Do I want to make this a business?
For sure.
Well, I guess for myself too.
Yeah.
Because it's a different things you'll do and a goal you're trying to achieve. Like if
Yeah.
I just want to put out content for me, that's easier. If I want to make this a business and keep improving and get better, that's going to look a little different.
Totally.
And I still haven't came to that conclusion there.
Nah. And like, yeah, you don't have to anytime soon, but I think about that. I'm like, it would be dope to be like making a stable living off of some type of music work. What would not be dope is when I have like a dude texting me like, "Hey, have you finished those 5 songs yet? Like, you need to do this. Like, this is work." So yeah.
But aren't you kind of getting told that now?
Yeah, by friends, but I guess I don't have like a.
No,
I don't
in
like
songs, but I mean in work. Like that is work.
I guess so. Yeah, but I guess I don't want producing beats in my room to become like a.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Something
though. You're trying to
that's
protect
forced,
it
I guess.
as a hobby.
Yeah.
And it's been something for you for years and years.
Yeah.
And it
and it's been a very natural flow.
Yeah.
So to have a manager or a label potentially like mess that flow up. I don't know.
But maybe
Just
that
thoughts.
is your appeal. I mean, maybe there's a route where you keep that intact with your
Yeah. Or
your
maybe
autonomy.
I need someone in my ear to be like, dude, you have to finish this music right now. Like this
Yeah,
is
that's
good
it.
and
That's another
it's due
thought.
in a week and it's happening.
and you
like-
just need the push to get it released.
Yeah.
Because
Sometimes
I
do
know
need
you got some gems in those 2000 songs.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Sometimes I need someone to just be like, you literally have to do this. Like this is your
ASHR, you
job.
literally have to go release music.
I'm gonna do it. I got you.
I know there's the one Friday, but you need your own music.
There's one Friday. I have a couple that like really are pretty ready. Like,
Why don't you?
and they've been ready for like a month or two.
will
and
you
I've kind of been
will you
stacking them
commit
up.
to these millions of viewers to release one before the new year, before 2026?
I'll do it by the end of January. At this
End of
point.
January.
Yes, I will do it.
I think you need a tighter time frame.
Okay, I'll do it as soon as I can, but I have to.
You have to.
I'm not making excuses. You can't upload something on Spotify in like I think it's like a 3-week timeline they give you or something.
Really?
Like you put it up and it goes through distribution and you have like 2 or 3 weeks minimum
before the song
it'll
gets
actually go
released.
live. So like I
That's
probably
so
couldn't.
strange because these podcasts on Spotify they upload instant.
Word. Then maybe it's just the way I'm doing it, or at least for like playlisting potential and stuff, you have to give it like a couple weeks. I'll look into it. Maybe I
Look
could just do
into
it
it.
tomorrow.
I
Maybe
think-
that's a terrible excuse, but
I mean, I really do know you have a song that you could drop tonight.
I do. It's what the Let Me Down one that I sent you. Like
Yes.
that one's done,
Dude, that
and I
one's
just need to figure out
fantastic.
like a cover art, literally, which would be so easy.
I mean,
Yeah.
you could AI at this point.
I know.
You can. I mean,
Which
dude,
I have
I don't
been-
think there's anything wrong with doing that. You can get
I
really
don't either.
descriptive too. Like, here's exactly how this song feels to me.
Yeah.
Make this into some form of art.
And I think it's cool. I mean, we didn't even get into AI, which I thought we might, which we don't have to go deep on it, but some people
we can
love
go
it.
wherever.
Some people hate it. but I used it in that song. Like there's these little vocal bits. They're all totally AI. And I don't know, I've seen a couple producer dudes be like, if you use AI in your production, you're embarrassing. But like it's not like I made this whole song with AI. I took like a 2-second vocal clip and affected it and put it in, and it sounds cool.
I think I'm on the same mindset as you, where it
like
should be used as a tool.
Yeah.
Not right. It's not like your whole song just came out as AI.
Because people have done that, and that's lame. But
yeah. I think most people would agree that's lame, especially if you're not disclosing that it's AI. If you want to make a fully AI song and say whatever this
is fake,
like you see those covers of random songs, I've
seen a lot of that. Yeah, this is 100% AI,
or like it'll be old rap songs but with like soulful jazzy 70s.
Yeah.
Some of those are dope.
They're great,
but at least you know they're AI.
Yeah, and no one's claiming
it's shady to say that something's not.
Yeah,
but using that, I don't even think.
Yeah, it's just a tool.
Yeah,
so I think it's great, and I've used it to mess around with like art stuff too. Like it's really good for that.
And at some point, people are just gonna have to use it.
Yeah, I think so.
Like
there's so many pros and cons. I mean, to everything.
Yeah,
there's a lot for that too.
But getting pushback for that, what you just said, would be bizarre to me.
I agree. I don't think I would get pushback. I just will see people post every now and then. Like I saw a dude on Instagram the other day who was like, "If you use AI, you're embarrassing." And I was like, "Not really. Depends on how you use it, but yeah, who cares?"
Totally depends on how you use it.
Yeah, I think it's fun. It's kind of sick. Do you know what Splice is? Like I used to use it for like
the video editor.
No, there's a music production thing called Splice.
I do,
and it's how all like the beginner stuff kind of starts.
I have heard of that.
It's just like a sample library, and I've just been using AI like Splice. Like I'll get a cool sound and I'll take a snippet and put it somewhere.
Yeah,
but I'm not like ripping a whole song or anything.
Yeah.
Which is fun.
No, you can hear that it's your style.
And I can't sing or anything, so I make a cool beat, and I'm like, I need some kind of vocal line for this. I'm gonna go on this app and see if they'll give me something that fits, which is kind of fun.
That would be really cool too in the future, collaborating with people who can sing.
That too. So I did a little bit of that. There's this dude. This is random.
You gotta have connections. I mean,
I have some connections. I collabed with this dude named Hunter Metz for a while, who's kind of like he's blowing up right now.
None of this is released.
No, and there's kind of valid reason for this to not be released because he's kind of blowing up right now in like the folk indie world, and he hit me up and he was like, we should just start making like some pop EDM. He was like, I don't know what will happen with this, but like your stuff is cool and I think my voice could work over it, so like let's make a bunch of stuff. So we cooked for like a whole summer,
like we did back in freshman year.
Exactly.
Those will never be released either.
They'll never come out. But we cooked and we made some really cool stuff. But then
that's so cool. Like you guys are bouncing off each other.
Yeah.
We're both feeling
and I learned so much because I had never done that much with like vocalists, and he was cold on like the guitar and the keys and stuff. So he would play these cool things and then I would go in and do all my little stuff. And I don't know if it'll come out because he's like fully in like the folk music world, and this is like candy EDM pop.
So you think you would, out of respect, want to get his approval?
Yeah, I would need his approval for
cool
sure. And maybe, I don't know how that would work, but we have some cool stuff. Like, and that was like 2 years ago now, but I go back to it and I'm like, we made some bangers, and I wish I could put these out like right now.
Have you talked to him?
Yeah, a little bit. He's locked into like record deals and stuff now, so I don't think it's that simple. But maybe someday.
Dude, you've got so many gems in there.
I know, so many gems.
Oh, ASHR.
Yeah, I'll figure out a way to get it flowing.
I'm excited.
Starting with that. Yeah, probably starting with that one I sent you.
Yeah, yes.
Just clean and finished.
I need something. It's cold winter. I need good vibes.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, dude. You got to start. You just got to put more stuff out there.
Yeah.
Because it is so good.
Yeah.
It is time.
I agree. For the last like 4 months, I've been like, all right, it's time. You got to figure it out.
And then I guess I wonder, like, on the other end, of course, making music, but do you try to get more aggressive with the DJing too? And like Night We Met exists now, and they have some open nights. And
it does.
Stuff,
I haven't even looked into it.
What board do you use?
I have a 1000.
You got a 1000, yeah. But then I'm assuming at the places you played, they had a whole setup.
They have CDJs and stuff, which I can do those too. I really want to buy like it's called a XZ or something. It's like a standalone that you pop your USB into.
Yeah. Have you seen the what is it, like the the Octo whatever.
No.
There's a what's
Is it
it
like a
called?
Pioneer?
It's a Pioneer,
Okay.
but it's like it's like a weird shape, and they're really cool.
Weird.
They're the more
It's like a
expensive models,
circular kind of thing.
but
Or like
it's
pieces?
called like Octo something or something
Word.
like that.
I'll look it
I'm
up.
totally blanking on it.
No,
They're
that's fine.
expensive though, but
Okay.
they look sick.
Yeah.
They look really cool.
I mean, I've been wanting to get a standalone kind of thing so that I feel more prepped for like if I were to get an actual gig.
Yeah. But
So I'll
most
do that at some
places,
point.
too, though, usually have them. I feel like
They
Like,
do,
Night We
yeah.
Met
I
has
think
it,
more
you know?
just to be prepped. Like it's a whole
Yeah,
different
so when you get
software
there,
and like a lot of the buttons are the same, but every time I go to play on like a professional setup, I'm like, I hope my USB works. Like
Yeah.
we'll find out, I
hope
guess.
this button.
Yeah, I hope
is-
this button isn't broken or whatever.
Dude, I think I do think though if you put some stuff out there, Night We Met could be a really good
Yeah, totally.
option.
I still haven't been there either.
It's cool.
Looks
It
cool.
is really cool. But yeah, it's
Just
it's
yeah,
all trade-offs. like
opening
how-
slots and
Yeah, and how
having some
aggressive
music
you
to
wanna,
show for my name and stuff.
you want to be, because as you were saying, it will take time away from free time.
Totally. Which would be awesome if it's
Yeah.
like making me money and making me happy.
Yeah.
Not just about the
100%.
money, but obviously.
I mean, the money
Being
doesn't
stable.
hurt. The money exists, right?
Yeah,
like
it
That's
exists.
not a
Yeah.
non-factor. Yeah, I've been losing a lot of money with this podcast.
Have you?
not actually losing. I've bought 3 different cameras,
Oh,
lights,
well.
just random software, stuff like that.
It's a good investment.
Yeah, I think so. It's been fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it is funny. I feel like we're almost in some ways at similar stages, except you have a huge advantage because your stuff is good. I think some of my conversations are
Your
good,
stuff
too.
is good and you're good at talking to people like in a different
I
way.
appreciate that. Yeah.
Your stuff is great too.
But yours, there is something just about a good song. Like it is
Totally.
crazy. You can feel music.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it can
And you
alter
can't
your
really help
mood.
that like you hear something and it totally
just
changes
wanna-
the way you're feeling, or you can't like stand still when you hear it. Like
Yeah, it's
there's so many-
wild. What do you think that is like behind
Dude,
music
I
that
don't
makes
know.
people? Because it's just sounds. I mean, at the
I
end of
don't
the
know.
day,
and it's like I'll hear like this angry robot music and I'm like, why is this so cool? Like a lot
Yeah.
of people don't understand.
I'll hear like a disgusting tape B, like low
Yeah.
bass. Wah, 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 said it more. I'm like, why does that sound so good in my brain?
I know. It feels so weird. And there's people out there who are like the only thing they listen to is like the Beatles.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what makes us so different that we
And the subjectivity to it too.
Yeah.
And what people like. But I mean, I'm sure there's some psychopaths out there who don't like music at all, but it seems like the vast majority of people have
I think so.
songs and artists that they hear, and it brings out emotions.
Yeah.
And that's so cool. And you can't, I don't know a way to explain it. Like it
Nah, you
feels
really
like
can't.
beyond,
Yeah.
I'm sure someone could give some like, well, these sound frequencies make your blood pressure and heart rate, whatever. I feel like it's more than that.
That is a thing, but it is more than that. It's like, yeah, like, and I listen back to like stuff that I grew up on a lot. Like my dad put me on, and I put the song on, and it takes me back to like exactly how I felt when I was like 6 years old,
Yeah.
listening to it. And I'm like, that's crazy that it can just take you back. But then for someone else, it's completely different.
It's also
know?
insane how many lyrics we can remember.
Oh yeah.
Like there's so many. I
Bro,
don't
like
even know my
hundreds of
fiance's
songs.
phone number.
Yeah.
But if you play half of Young Dolph songs, I could recite every word.
Yeah.
It's absolutely insane.
It's insane. I mean, there's like, yeah, we probably, a lot of us probably have like hundreds of songs that we could like almost perfectly recite, which is
Yeah,
insane.
or even if you had 100 songs, you could 50% recite. I mean,
But then it's like
How
you can't
crazy is
you
that?
can't remember what you had for breakfast 2 days ago. So I don't know how that works. Something about it is different.
Something
the
about
way it's
music, it
stored
really is
or
special.
like yeah, it's different.
and then you go to shows and you just, I mean, seeing things live, you just appreciate it even
Yeah.
more.
And when you see it in full production and
It's
there's
just an experience, and you share memories with people. Or
yeah.
I haven't really gone to a show by myself.
I haven't either. Kind of want to at some point. My brother did, and he said it was a blast.
Part of me is like, I want to, and then I know I'd be there and be like, I wish I was with someone.
Yeah, I think so too. And you're an extrovert, so you're
Through
not
and
gonna
through.
thrive being there by yourself. And I'm an
No.
introvert, kinda, so I might. But
I
at the
would say
same
you're more
time, I still
introverted.
might be like, yeah, I wish my best friend was here or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
I would like,
something to
given
try.
the setting, I'm not seeking that out.
Yeah,
Like
No.
John Summit came to Nashville. No one.
But
would go
if
with
you
me.
ended
I'll
up
figure
at a
it out.
set, yeah, you'll figure it out. But if you were at Bonnaroo and you were like, there's this person I really want to see, none of your friends want to see him, would you still just send it by yourself?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Okay.
And
feel like
Bonnaroo
that'd
is
be
such a
fun.
good setting for that.
You're
if
gonna
you were to
meet
do
people
that.
either way. Yeah.
I may have done that at Bonnaroo at some point and just not remember. But
I've kind of done that at festivals. I like run around
like
and
bounce.
do my own thing for a couple hours.
Yeah. Side
which
quest.
is fun. Yeah, side quest. Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Music is the best.
It is. I really am thinking about it. I mean, I just don't know. It's beyond I feel like what someone can adequately explain to me.
Yeah. It's like just on a different plane
Yeah.
of
But it's awesome to get lost in things like that. And I think that's what's so cool that you can put out it through, like, it's an expression of your creativity and other stuff, and just
It is.
and make people feel these emotions. I mean, I guess it's the same in a lot of creative things, whether you hear, like, Joe Rogan did a podcast with this girl who escaped from North Korea. I don't know if you listen to
I mean, I know
podcasts.
him, but I haven't seen that.
But
No.
this one,
That's wild.
you know, there's some where he's random and talking about whatever, but this one, like, start to finish, I was just
Locked in.
captivated.
Yeah.
Like, it's a masterpiece. And then there's movies you watch that you're just start to finish. It's
Yeah.
amazing. And then there's songs you hear just start to finish. I think it's so cool, those visceral feelings with
I agree.
creative stuff.
It's insane. I mean, when I make a cool song, I'll like get through making the idea and I'll have something really cool and I'll be like, I don't really know how I did that or like what just came out of me, but it's dope that I can look back and be like, something in me like made this happen.
Are there ever times where you just completely lose track of time? Like, what's going on? You're just...
Yeah, especially like a few years ago when like there was I'll kind of go in and out of like flow states where I'm like super locked in and I'm not really that locked in right now, but there will be times where I'm like every day I'm just going home making something new and you look
That's
up and like
awesome.
4 hours have passed and you have a banger sitting in front of you.
That's
Which is
so
cool.
sick.
But then
it's so cool.
sometimes
You're
you open it up.
You're passionate enough. I know you're saying not every time, but that's so amazing that you're like passionate enough that happens.
Yeah, there was a minute where like I was living at my parents. I didn't have anything to do. I would go home after work and just cook for like 4 hours every day.
That's
It
awesome.
was blast. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So yeah, I'll finish some of those up.
That's
keep
how you
making
work
more,
towards
hopefully.
mastery, like I was talking about.
Yeah, you just keep putting in time. Yeah,
and to
same
be
with
able
anything.
to focus that deeply. Because how often are we doing stuff, and myself included, and my job requires me to respond to things quick. So
Right.
sometimes I'm like, all right, I got to get, put a bunch of notes in, but then I get a phone call and then I get an email and then I'm all distracted and everything ends up taking longer.
Yeah.
I think there's something really special about being locked in on one task
Yeah.
and focused and just losing track of time and enjoying it and
I
putting
agree.
an output that you couldn't have possibly done had you been having all this other stuff going on.
And it's kind of like I'm not thinking about my phone or who's texting me while I'm doing
Yeah.
that. It's cool to have something that you're like locked into that's
Yeah.
like it's like you're
care
tuned
about.
out from the world, but you're locked into like one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that, I mean, it'll only make the stuff you make better
Yeah.
when you,
Yeah, it's super
when you
sick.
get in that state. And it is weird because that feeling, I think people can work towards. And also, it is strange how it comes
Yeah.
in seasons. It might be
Yeah,
the word,
sometimes
but-
I'm like, oh, I have no energy. Like I'm not going to make music right now,
Yeah.
which is fine.
And then you got to,
Which is how it
I
goes.
know, like doing this 30 podcasts in 30 days, dude, my first 2 weeks of December they were so long. It was just like every
busy,
day
long
was
days.
something.
And probably some of them you're like, I don't really want to sit back down and
Yep.
turn all this on right now.
And I had to do, I mean, had I not had this challenge, I probably wouldn't. But I
I
don't know,
applaud you for sticking with it.
I appreciate
That's
it.
tough. 30
Yeah,
days
I get
in a busy
fixated on
season.
things, and I feel like I don't know why I get these ideas in my head. I got to do, like, I really wanted a tattoo. I got a tattoo. I really wanted to skydive.
Nice.
I skydived. I really wanted to watch every James Bond movie. I did that. I really wanted to run a marathon. I did that. I really wanted to see if I could upload 21 podcast episodes because 21 puts you in the top 1% of podcasts
Is it really?
by the amount uploaded.
Oh.
So 99% of podcasts don't upload.
Don't
past
make it past-
episode 20.
That's crazy, actually.
Yeah.
That's a crazy stat.
And then my next thing was I got to upload 30 podcasts in 30 days. And for no reason. I mean, it's fully self-imposed. And
great.
I feel like if I
Like
don't,
you're having fun.
yeah, and it pushed me to reach out to people that I may have not have otherwise.
Yeah, right?
but yeah, it is funny on the outside. It's like I'm also doing a master's program. I'm working full time. Like I'm trying to still, see my fiance and friends and family and take care of my health and do all this stuff. And I'm adding this on top of it. But I feel like I have to. I feel like if I don't do it, like I'm lying to myself, and I need to see this through.
Yeah.
And even if all these episodes aren't the best, and some of them have been mediocre at best just to put out, I mean, at least I did it.
You did it. You sat down, you edited it.
And I learned some stuff along the way.
Yeah, totally.
But it's
no, that's huge.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I get so fixated. Just feels like the word.
That's
like
good,
I get
though.
an idea. I'm like, I have
That's
to.
good.
Do
I
it.
don't know. I don't think that I'm always the best at that kind of thing. Like
it is good in a sense, and it also comes with trade-offs to where I probably it takes time, energy, attention away from other areas.
But you're having fun.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's awesome.
Yeah, we do have different personalities, but I think we're also very similar in a lot of ways too.
Yeah, we are. And we vibed in college, but we were very different people. But then,
dude, I loved hanging out with you in college.
It was a
so
blast.
fun.
I came across all of your
all like, what?
Yeah, you come in.
You'd be like, "What's up, Joe?" Like, yeah, sure, cook me a beat.
And I'm sitting there like, this is cool, and
You'd
you're
be, like,
like
playing
fully
GTA.
screaming into the mic. Yeah.
I probably freaked you out sometimes.
No, it was awesome. I was gonna say I came across some of those raps like a couple months ago or something. Like, I just can't believe they exist. It was a good time. Diss tracks and
They were
stuff.
so
Dissing Ben and Bobby and
They're
Deacon
so
and
fun.
Jack.
All of JT's girls.
Yeah.
No, I'll listen to those sometimes, like randomly. I feel like maybe 3 times a year it'll pop in my head.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is so funny.
Just like pure nostalgia. It brings me like right back to
like
Carrick.
you would make the beat or record, and we'd have this guy right here, and I would just freestyle.
You're yelling. You got a list of names on a paper that you want to diss today, and a couple dudes are in the room just like geeking out.
Dude, that was so fun. Oh,
those were the days.
Our wall in our room, they broke the bathroom.
Yeah, yeah, you're
Caden.
Yeah.
We're not gonna talk about that story, but
rip the
that was an
bathroom door,
experience.
the wall. Yeah, the wall of shame.
The wall of shame.
Yeah.
Oh, JT. I wonder how he's doing nowadays.
I have no clue.
Is Ben good? I
Ben's
see Ben
good.
every now and then.
Ben's good. I don't see him that often either. He's good though.
Yeah.
Good as always.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, we're
about
all in
JT.
Nashville. Bobby texted me that he's moving here, which is funny.
JT is moving to Nashville.
Is he?
Or no. Bobby's moving here.
Okay.
Bobby texted me too.
Nice.
If anyone needs a roommate in Nashville, let us know.
Yeah, hit us up.
I
I wondered if JT
I don't
would
know
end
where
up in
JT
Nashville
is.
either. Who knows? Maybe he'll see this and he'll.
He'll wonder. Yeah. Oh, dude, that was such a fun freshman year though. It was just
fun that we didn't really all know each other.
Yeah, I
That
like
made it more
like
fun.
that
I
too.
think. Yeah.
I agree, because I mean, despite us living in a relatively small distance from each other growing up, we didn't know each other at all.
Right.
Outside.
Yeah, because you went to Franklin, right?
Mhm.
I had like heard your name, but I was like, I've never met this dude.
Yeah. I mean, outside of hearing your song that I heard at the beach and was like, the song's incredible.
Yeah.
That was all I really
So
knew.
random stuff like that.
Yeah.
Franklin is
Serendipitous.
a tiny world.
It is.
Like every day, I have some new random thing in Franklin.
Yeah.
Some like connection.
And then UT Knoxville, I mean, it's a lot of people from this area go there, which
Yeah.
makes sense.
Still tiny. Yeah.
But that was such a fun year. I hate that it got taken away, made short.
Oh no.
It's crazy. We
That
went
was
to
weird.
spring break. They're like, don't come back.
Yeah. I went down. Yeah. I went with my family down to like the lake. And they were like, you can come by for 12 hours this one
get your
day to pick
stuff.
up your stuff. And like, that's it.
Yeah.
And I like threw away half of my stuff. Like I didn't even have room for it.
Dude,
it was weird.
wild. We went to Fort Lauderdale. The day we got there, they closed down the beaches.
I remember that.
And
You went with
just
SAE or something?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And it was just a bizarre, like, no restaurants, no beaches. There was cop cars on the boardwalk. Like, you couldn't even go on the sand. I mean,
Yeah.
it was
What did
just
y'all even do?
bizarre.
Did you just kind of
We just hung out.
sit around the house?
Yeah, I was staying in a hotel with some guys. Some other people had a house, an apartment. We just kind of hung out with each other. Like
Yeah.
there was nothing else to do.
And you didn't, that was like, it was like just nobody knew what was going on. You were like, what?
Yeah.
Like, we can't go to a restaurant right now?
Yeah, it was
can't go
bizarre.
to
Well, you can't go
Publix.
outside.
You can't go, you can't
Like
leave
on
your
the
house.
beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that was
I mean,
weird.
really, no one knew.
Yeah.
That was just such a bizarre.
We were down in Alabama and we were like, are they going to like start shutting down the borders between states? Like, it was just so many.
Yeah,
So
and
much
AK
weirdness.
came back, and I remember her family like wouldn't let me see her for 7 days.
Yeah.
because I
Did she come
came
back
because I
from
came from
Europe?
Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
Yeah, she came back.
Like, did they send her home early?
She was in Iceland on a trip,
Mm.
and they basically said like, you guys, we got to go home. And her stuff, like
Straight
her
home?
computer, everything was in Italy for months
Jeez.
before they shipped it back.
That's terrible.
Yeah. So
She didn't
went-
even get to go back out and like get it herself. They just like packed it up for
That
her.
may have been I can't remember if that was an option or if they said just go home, but she was like already in Iceland,
Yeah.
which is I mean,
halfway to home.
you're like
kind
yeah.
of. But
yeah,
like
it'd be a lot to go to Italy and then go back.
yeah.
But I kind of remember it being something to the effect of like, you can't come back. And then she was sent earlier. She came and visited in Knoxville for a week.
When was that?
It was
that
like
pre?
right before they said that we couldn't come back.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, I forgot about that.
yeah. Yeah, crazy times.
Weird times. I don't even really think about COVID much these days. It feels like we're finally like kind of past it.
I know,
We
dude.
can do
I haven't thought about
stuff
this
and have
this
fun,
much in a
like,
minute.
yeah.
Yeah.
But that was a lot of that year.
It's like it'll be so hard to explain to kids and stuff in the future. Like,
yeah.
it's just I mean, I've never experienced anything like that in the world.
No. Yeah, looking back on it,
Like that affected.
it'll be
that
in like
much. Like it affected
history books and stuff.
everything.
Yeah, shut down like the whole world.
It's wild.
Yeah.
Just wild.
Yeah. And for us, it was like there were like so many people dying, but for us, it was just like we couldn't leave our houses and stuff. But like people out there were like going through it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and I mean,
I don't know.
they
For
didn't-
me, it was very like
they
it's just
didn't
like
know
you
a
can't leave
lot.
your house, can't work, like very surface level issues.
Yeah.
But it was like
Well, also, I mean, they found out way later, but like it just didn't affect people our age that
true.
much at all.
Yeah, we're all healthy and young.
And it was like not going outside. But
I had it, and it was like I had like a minor head cold. Like I was completely fine.
yeah, I don't think I ever had it. I
Yeah.
mean, if I did, I never even knew.
Yeah.
But anyways, we can talk about happier topics.
Yeah. COVID.
Yeah, altered. I mean, it really did alter stuff. Now, I will say one big positive while we're on the COVID thread is I like to think AK and I would be together, but who knows if COVID didn't happen. I mean, she was going to be in Italy her entire freshman year, Spain all summer, right to Florida State. Like,
Right.
we got to spend a lot of time with each other because of it.
Right. I was curious about that because you guys, I don't know, you guys were like separated for like a whole year.
Yeah. Well, we just started talking that summer right before college.
Okay.
So we'd been together for like 3 months.
Got it.
Then
And
we
then
didn't think
suddenly
we'd
it
see
just-
each other for basically like 2 years.
Yeah. But then
But then COVID.
she gets sent home, you get sent home, so it kind of
Yeah. So I'll always be
that's something to be thankful
that.
for.
And then for you, what do you think looking back? I know it's impossible to say, but
I mean,
it definitely altered your
Yeah,
life
it did
path.
for sure. I don't think I would have probably stayed in Knoxville either way. Like I
Really?
think there would have been a time or a point I hit where I was like the
This just
school
isn't-
aspect isn't for me. Like there's more I would like to do or different things I would like to do. But it definitely sped it up. Like it made it easy to be like, "Oh, I'm just going to drop out. Like if school's going to go online and I'm going to be paying
Yeah.
for it." And I didn't even really like my classes that I
And,
signed up
I mean,
for. Like,
to be fully transparent, and everyone knows the online classes were a joke for the
oh,
most
they were
part.
terrible. Yeah.
Like teachers were doing the best they could.
yeah, they were
Some
joke.
of them had never even done
Yeah.
an online class. I mean, they were just. You're not getting a real education if that's the goal.
No, I
Like,
wasn't learning anything. I was sitting in Zooms watching teachers lecture, and it was like the biggest waste of time. So yeah, I don't really know what would have happened. I think I would have ended up doing something music related at some
Yeah.
point, but
Well, what are you most excited for in your life that you got going on right now?
I mean the idea of like some big change, like I have no clue what that's going to be, but it is exciting.
Dude, it might be a move at some point.
Yeah. I mean same for you. You talked
Yeah.
about it like yeah, I've been here my whole life, so I hope to do something else.
It might be a change of creativity and
Change of creativity,
scenery
change of work, change of living, lifestyle,
and-
like
yeah, I mean, a few
all of
things more
that.
dramatic.
yeah, and I'm like I have so many awesome people here and it makes me sad to think about leaving all these people and my family and stuff, but then I'm also like to go somewhere and just have kind of like a fresh start. Sounds really fun. So that is exciting. I have a girlfriend who's awesome. We've been dating for like 2 years.
Dude, congrats.
So
I
that,
know. I feel like I've seen some photos of you guys, but 2 years.
yeah, you probably
that's
have
a long time.
almost 2 years. Yeah, it's a long time.
It's pretty serious.
Yeah, very
Just made
serious.
it past the puppy love stage.
Yeah.
A year and 8 months ago.
Yeah. Yeah, that's been great.
What's her name?
Leah.
Leah.
Leah. It was
Hey,
her
Leah.
birthday a couple days ago. Shout out Leah. Happy birthday.
Happy late birthday, Leah. Is she our age?
She's awesome. She's a little younger. She graduated Belmont this last year. She just turned 23.
Music field ish.
Fashion.
Feels correlated.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. I've thought about that. Like, I wonder what
She'll take care of your outfits when you're on stage.
she'll take
at
care of my
Bonnaroo.
fits. I can supply her with some good music to dance to. I think about couples who are both trying to be like a rock star, like a music star. And I'm like, how do you have anything to talk about other than music? So I'm thankful
Yeah.
to not be.
I'd also worry if two people were trying to be absolute rock stars about the egos.
Oh, the
That feels
egos
hard to-
clashing. Yeah, because only one person could be like the rock star.
Would you say she's more extroverted than you are?
Yeah, but maybe similar. Like, she's bubbly and good at talking to people, but she's not like going out of her way, I guess, to like
Yeah.
to like be an extrovert, and she likes to go home and like have a
Chill.
few hours alone and
Yeah,
like
that makes sense. That
chill
sounds
out
similar
too.
to what I imagine you're.
Very
you're
much
like.
me, yeah, same deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get along great. I love all my friends around here. It's fun seeing them. I see my brother like only a few times a year, which sucks. Like every time I see him, it's like
Yeah.
the highlight
You
of
guys
the
are
year.
really close.
Yeah, we're really close. But he's, I mean, yeah, it's just hard to go back and forth from San Diego often.
It's a far way. I mean, I still have friends over there, and I haven't been back in 6 years.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's hard to keep up with all that.
Yeah, it's just.
Something that sounds fun in the future, like if I were to just pack it up and go to San Diego, is that Micah and I, like, he's gotten good at music too, and he's good at all the stuff that I'm not good at. So we talk about starting like a project and doing this kind of like duo 2-man
Yeah.
group, which the thought of that is really exciting. Maybe
Yeah.
something like that in the future.
Yeah.
Hard to do if we're not-
Be your, like something that you've done as well as had these different projects and
Right, I have.
collaborated with people.
And I also work well with people with collaborators.
And that might help pushing your stuff out there.
Exactly. Someone else being involved.
Yeah.
Jason back in the day, who was like, yeah, let's drop it right now. I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah. You're like, thanks, man.
Stuff like that. Yeah, I work well with
So if
someone who's
you-
pushing me. So
Not to get too personal, but if you do move, I'm assuming Leah's going to need to be on,
Yeah, I
on
mean-
board, or are you open a long distance?
yeah, I'm definitely not probably open a long distance.
Yeah. I mean,
So that's something we've
AK
talked
and
about.
I did it fantastically, I think, and a
Dude.
huge part of that was her being great, but I'm
Yeah.
glad to not be doing it anymore.
Yeah, I mean, thinking about that, like, it sounds terrible. For my personality type, at least. I mean, good on you for making it work.
Yeah,
But that's
it
crazy.
wasn't ideal, but we
You
did,
stuck through it, and
yeah, and we both
it
did
was
it
worth it.
in college, so I feel like we just had a lot going on, and we were with our friends a lot, and
that's true. It'd be
Um,
harder. Yeah.
I mean, weirdly, COVID stuff helped because even years later, flights were still cheaper. Like there was still
Right.
a lot of online classes, so we figured it out. But anyways,
Yeah.
I wouldn't
she's-
recommend most people to do it if you
No,
don't have to.
I don't think so. She's like, yeah, she's all into fashion, but Nashville is not a fashion city anyways.
You want to come
So
hang out
she's
in New York?
totally, yeah, I mean, New York is like a thought. Like she's totally thinking about like, yeah, where else can I
mean,
take
New
this
York
and have
is-
more opportunity?
Right,
New York
you had
is
to
the
pick
hub.
like a capital
Yeah.
for.
I think there's a bit of lifestyle stuff about New York that she doesn't love the idea of,
Yeah,
which is fair. And there would be pros too, but
I mean, it's undoubtedly it's
completely
not like,
different.
It's not like everyone should go to New York or everyone
No.
would love New York. I mean,
No.
there's a lot of trade-offs.
But maybe something to try at some point. But we went out to San Diego like
oh yeah,
in September, and she hadn't been to the West Coast ever, and she was like, "This place is insane. Like, I could totally live here." So, talk
Sounds like
in the
San Diego.
horizons. Yeah,
Because I mean, you'd be pretty far from home. Obviously, it would be a change of scenery.
yeah, it'd be crazy.
But you got your brother, which is huge.
yeah,
Like
And I
even just
honestly-
having one close connection in a
Yeah.
place, and he's definitely got a group there.
I was gonna say I already know a lot of his friends like really well.
Yeah.
so I have a total crew of people, and Sounds fun. Sounds really fun.
Yeah,
Just to
it's
do something
exciting
new.
stuff, man.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, probably same for you leaving town.
Yeah,
It's just an
it
exciting
scares me in a
thought.
good way.
Yeah,
I think is
same.
the
Yeah.
like
That's where
excitement
I've gotten
probably is the
to.
word, where it's like I feel like I need to do it. I'm gonna figure a lot out,
Yeah.
I guess that'll be my next fixation.
It's a
But
pretty crazy thought.
it is. It's also thinking, talking through this and talking with AK, I'm like, it's just wild the degrees of freedom we have.
Oh yeah. It's
And
crazy.
you just pack a bag. You go to San Diego tonight, you could buy a flight.
Yeah.
Just be like, I'm just gonna
And
figure
no
it
one's
out.
gonna tell me that I
You
can't.
do whatever you want.
Yeah.
It's wild.
It's really
There's
cool.
almost too much to do that you got to narrow it down.
I know. And you got to be smart and have some security in what you're doing. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
and just align with your values, whatever
too.
those are.
yeah. Yeah. Not gonna go to Vegas and blow 10 grand right now. Like, that probably wouldn't be a smart decision. But I could.
I think whatever values you have, that's probably not a smart
Yeah.
decision.
No.
But
That's funny. Yeah. It's weird being an adult.
it is.
A lot of exciting and weird and scary
I
things.
do miss freshman year of college. I felt like I had a lot less responsibility.
I did too. It felt really easy and just fun. Like it was just fun all the
Everything
time.
was new.
Yeah. Everything was
Exciting.
brand new. The school wasn't fun, but like it was pretty much just
Yeah.
fun.
I liked my major a lot.
Yeah, you seemed
I mean,
to have a
like
good time.
psychology, as I'm into criminology, so I think I think, unlike a lot of people, understandably, I actually kind of like the school, and
No,
I
that's
took
good.
a lot of good classes.
I think freshman year I was in like biology,
I did hate my biology class, though.
calculus. Like I pretty much took every gen ed. I didn't have like
Yeah.
anything marketing
and then
related.
you're kind of stretched just like
Yeah.
over stuff you don't care about,
Yeah.
and in different spaces. Yeah,
Yeah,
makes
by the
sense.
time second
What was
semester
your
ended,
major?
marketing,
Marketing,
which was
which
like
isn't even you.
no, it's not. Like it was just kind of a
Filler.
I was just trying it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just a total like trial year.
Oh, I'm so glad you got that experience with Blackbird, right?
Same. Yeah. Blackbird. Yeah. Blackbird was
that's-
dope.
Because that's you, and just like, even if you don't actually use that, just having that experience, I know that was such.
Yeah. I learned so much.
I mean,
yeah.
you
Whether I use
probably
it
were
or
there
not.
like this 6 months. Even if I stayed at college for 4 years, I got more out of this
Totally.
than I would have.
I don't think, yeah, I think like Knoxville didn't have anything like that. But even if I went to like Belmont, and did a music program, like you're not doing stuff with your hands the way that you were in Blackbird, which is dope. And I didn't say this earlier, but our final project was like we had to bring a band in and do like a full studio session.
You had to find the band,
Yeah. Or assemble, or like it didn't have to be like an
some
established
sort of
band,
musical.
but you
group.
had to find people to bring in and record. You had to record like 2 or 3 songs maybe, and start to finish, like it was just you doing everything. That was sick. It was like terrifying.
Do you have
but
those saved?
I
Is that
do.
something you could ever?
I recorded like just a bunch of my friends who
Yeah.
kind of came together and like wrote a song and just kind of like jammed out. So like it was like a kind of pop rock song. Wasn't totally my vibe, but we were just like having fun, and I was
Yeah.
like, let's just try something new.
That's
It was
awesome.
a blast. Yeah. We were just jamming out in the
That's what-
studio.
I think that's your strength, is that you can go with different genres.
I can, yeah.
And that you
Someone's
have
like, I
fun
want
with
to do
it.
this.
And that if you want to make songs with people,
yeah,
I think that is like
I
that
agree.
is your brand, that you have this
Kind of adaptability to other things.
Yeah. And if you ever, I don't know if this is quite a parallel, but it makes me think of this. Like sometimes people say people in power, the best people in them are the people who don't want to be in power.
Yeah,
Like
totally.
someone who doesn't want to be president may make a great president.
Yeah.
Someone who doesn't want to be the boss may make a great boss.
Yeah.
Someone who doesn't want to put out their music may be the best music.
Right. I mean, you're not wrong. Yeah. I can see that for sure. Yeah, I got plenty of it.
Thousands.
It'll be out there. It'll be
Well,
out there at some point.
I can't wait. How long you think we've been talking?
An hour and let's go like an hour and 3 minutes.
Hour 39.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Isn't it? Every time
Do you usually go long? Like, I feel like you've done some shorter ones, right?
totally varied.
Varies.
In the 30-day series, I've been doing a little shorter, but I've done a few over 3 hours.
I mean, that was fat. We had a lot to catch up on after like 4 years
Yeah.
too, which is crazy.
But what else is interesting minus Maddie for whatever reason, she always knows, but everyone else, I'll say how long, people always underestimate.
Really?
Like you get kind of lost in it.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I was not thinking an hour 40.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah, it is.
Dang.
Well, anything else you want to cover on the?
No, I mean, it was a blast catching up.
Yeah, dude.
I'm glad to be a part of your 30-day challenge.
I know, dude. I
And
cannot.
it's a good excuse to hang out and
Absolutely.
chat and stuff.
I
Get
cannot wait
some-
for this music.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I appreciate your support, and it's pushing me further to drop
hear
it. So thanks.
Dude, I really have been. I'm telling you, I was a fan before I even met you.
Yeah, you were.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, which means so much. Like, that's crazy.
But
yeah.
you like, dude, everyone I've shown that More Color song absolutely loves it.
Yeah.
Like you got to put, the world needs more of your music. So please
Thanks.
put it out. Thank you again so much for coming on, brother.
Thanks for having me, brother.
Really is great to see you. Average Show Podcast, 30 podcasts, 30 days. Thank you very much for watching. Adios.